Morning everyone. So it's about 7:30 in the morning on Monday 26th. So I travelled up here last night. I'm in Kirkby Stephen in Cumbria, I believe. Yeah, I drove up here last night, leaving at, I think I left at about 10:30, something like that. Got up here at about 3:30 last night and slept in my car. Yeah. Fancy am I? So yes, it's now 7:30 in the morning. I've just arrived at the company that's going to take me to the start at some bees. So I should be there by around 10 o'clock this morning, ready to start. So I'm excited. I'm loaded up. I've got all my bits for the walk. Got my food and water and stuff. Yeah, excited. I'm looking forward to it. The weather's beautiful this morning. The sun is out, and it's a bit chilly, but it's looking nice. So excited to get started. I don't know how long that excitement will last, but fingers crossed it won't dwindle too quickly. I had quite a busy weekend. This weekend I went down to the River Wye with some friends and canoed. I think it was about 35 miles, something like that, down the river, which was really nice. We got away with the weather, but yeah, it took a little bit out of me because we didn't get back till late last night. But either way, looking forward to it today. So if you have sponsored, thank you very much. Really appreciate you doing that. You know, the target, the amount just keeps going up. Great that we've got to where we can, but if you haven't done already, then if you can sponsor me, again, any amount, it'd be absolutely great. So looking forward to it. I'll check back into it again with you guys later this morning when I get to the start. There's a little tradition that I'll show you of carrying some stones all the way across from one sea to the other. And I've promised my kids that I'm going to do that. So yeah, right, have a great day everyone. So it's 9 minutes past 10. I've just arrived, been down to the sea and dipped my toes, as is tradition. I've picked up some stones to carry with me along the route, but let's go. Right, I'm at the 9 mile mark now. I've just stopped to have a can of Coke and a Mars bar because I've spotted the first hill. I'm going up that now. So got to take a little rest before I start. It's so hot. I've just been sweating. It's horrible, but looking forward to the first climb. Well, I'm looking forward to getting up there anyway. I don't know whether I'm looking forward to the actual climb itself, but it should be a good view. Well, I made it. That was a hell of a slog up here. Oh god, oh. Almost fell over. You can see where I came from now. Way out in the distance you can see where I started this morning. I've done, I think, about maybe 12 miles so far, so you can see what 12 miles looks like. So I'm about halfway for today. I think there's a lovely breeze up here actually, and the sun's gone into some clouds, which is nice. So I think I'm gonna find a little spot and take 20 minutes to rest my feet. So far I'm good, you know, everything's feeling good. No niggles, I don't think. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going for today. If it keeps going at this rate, I might try and push on a little bit further as well. But now I'm into the lakes. I spin round. You can see the start of the lakes over here behind me. So it's going to get a lot more hilly now. Right, let's get on with it. Final push of the day. Quite a nice little valley, look at this. Not too shabby for Mr. Brown. I can either camp here or at the top of that hill. There's a tarn. So I'm going to go up there. Final push of the day, and then I'm done. It is 7 o'clock. Let's see if we can get this done in an hour. Morning glampers. So it's 7:45. I slept like a log. I didn't record at all, I don't think. I don't even remember when I got into camp last night. It was a real slog, the final bit. I had a big push up a hill. I don't know how many meters it was, but it was a lot. So I found this little spot. I knew there was a little tarn up here, so I came and camped by the tarn. It's a little flat spot where I camped last night. That's all that's left. So I think I completed in total, according to the map, I completed nearly, well, 20, probably 27.5 miles. I ended up 27 miles is back up that way, which is where I came from, and then I came down the hill to come to this tarn because I knew it'd be a nice spot to camp. But I had to backtrack about half a mile, so I've got to get back up that again this morning. But yeah, I got into bed. I got here, I put my tent up, made some food. As soon as I'd ate my food, I went to sleep, which was about 9 o'clock, I think. I was only here for about an hour before I fell asleep, and I woke up this morning at 6:30. So yeah, I had a pretty good sleep. I'm feeling refreshed today, tired, achy, as to be expected. Both of my feet have some pretty good blisters. My little toenail, I think, is about to fall off. So a good first day, all in all. But I'm in good spirits. I'm ready to go again. Again, I'm going to try and aim for the same sort of mileage again today if I can. I've got more time on my hands. As I say, it's not even 8 o'clock, so I've got 2 or 3 hours more today, which means I can just slow the pace and have a couple more rests, which I knew would kind of be the case. But if I can get ahead of myself at the start of the week, it'll give me some breathing space towards the end. So looking forward to it. It's a very misty morning this morning, but I've got a feeling up there somewhere there's going to be some sun coming through again. So I'm going to hit on while it's cool. Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's crack on. Hey, morning. So it's 11:30 now. I think I'm probably up to about maybe 36 miles total. So I've done 10ish miles today. I'm coming along this really nice valley behind me actually. It's been quite nice. Just following the bottom of the valley because it's been a little bit cooler and a bit flatter. I had a really big descent to do this morning, back down what I'd basically done last night, which was tough. Yeah, I've just passed the National Trust campsite. I stopped for a coffee and a can of Coke. I just crave Coke when I do these walks. I don't know why, but as you can see behind me, I'm going to be going, let's see where this is, up there somewhere in a minute. So but I think that's my last ascent of the day. So yeah, I've made really good time, or at least last planned ascent. I may well crack on today. I'm feeling pretty good. I got a bit of a niggly knee. That's common, I've had that before. This is a new bag. I've not used this bag before, and feedback is I won't be using it again. It's not very comfortable. Digs into my shoulders here. I don't know if it's just the wrong size or something, so I've had to undo the sternum strap to make that possible. I've lost at least one toenail at this stage, and a few more on their way. I've got blisters on both feet, which they're fine. I can deal with that. It's not a problem. And I think one of my toes is now starting to get one. So progress report is thumbs up, all good. I've also got a pretty nice blister on this thumb as well, so I tried to cover that up, but it's all going well. So and I'm still plodding along quite well, so yeah, generally all is good in the world. Right, I'm going to get on up this hill and then I will catch up with everybody in a little bit. Signing out. Yeah, so down through that valley is where I've come from this morning. That was a tough old slog coming up there, but I'm now coming up this, as you can see. So that's flat, that's what's in front of me. Going up there, it's quite a slog. It's all pretty big steps to go up on the rock. This is Lining Crag, if anyone wants to look it up. It's just west of Grasmere, I believe. That's where I'm heading today. Wow, that was tough. Up there. That's where I came from, down in there somewhere. I think Grasmere is over in that direction. I'm going up over the top that way. That was tough. Right, let's crack on. Morning. So it's the morning of day 3. I camped up. You can't see it, it's up in the clouds up there. But I camped up there next to a climbing hut. I was planning to come down into Patterdale, but it's quite a long, grinding descent, and it had been raining. It was really slick in places, and to be honest, my legs had had enough. I got up to, I think it was mile 47. So I'm aiming for 22 miles a day, so I'm a little bit ahead of myself. And I believe the Lake District is the kind of hardest section, so I'm okay with that so far. I'm just heading down into Patterdale. It's about 6:30-ish in the morning. I'm going to see if I can find somewhere to get some breakfast. I've not had anything to eat. I'm going to save it. I'm going to push on and see what I can find. God, I look tired. But all good, no major issues. My feet are falling to pieces, as to be expected. I've got a little bit of a niggle in my left knee, but that seems to be calming down. It kind of comes and goes. It's mainly on the descents, which I've known before. So, but otherwise, I'm good. I'm pushing on, and yeah, see if we can get out to what we're aiming for. Mile marker 66 or above today. So yeah, I'm on track. Cool, I'll catch up with you in a bit. I camped up over there last night, just above Patterdale. I had the little descent about a mile down into Patterdale this morning, and then the big ascent up here. I'm now heading towards Angle Tarn, so I'm doing all right. A few aches and pains, but 50 miles down is to be expected. Food supplies are getting low at this stage. I made a bit of an error, I think, with my divvying up of food. So I've got one more dehydrated meal, but I've been told that in Shap, which is somewhere where I pass through later on, there is an amazing fish and chip shop, and very strangely, from the end of day one, I have been absolutely dreaming of fish and chips. So fingers crossed I can get myself in there tonight for a meal. I'm going to devour the fish and chip shop. And then somebody's just said on the trail 5 minutes ago that supposedly even their desserts are good, and I never have dessert, but it will be today. So yeah, amazing scenery around me. As you can see, it's kind of where I came up from. Absolutely beautiful. The weather's holding off this morning. Had a really wet night last night and a bit of thunder and lightning. I slept through most of it. But yeah, back on it today. So aiming for mile marker 66 at least. Anything beyond that is obviously a bonus. So into Shap, food, and then a few more miles afterwards, and we're good to go. Right, crack on. Morning all. It's the morning of day 4, I think it is. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I think it's Friday. I think it is. God, I'm looking tired. So which is Friday morning. Anyway, it's the 30th of July for that. So I stayed in a campsite last night. So I managed to get myself a shower, which was lovely. 20p shower. Tripled up on that bad boy. I had a 15-minute shower. That's how much I needed that. And then I went to the pub last night and smashed a calzone, I don't know. Either way, I absolutely destroyed that. And then I also had, I don't know if I'm going the right way. I also had a portion of sweet potato fries, which a lovely family was sat next to me, and I was laughing because their kids are a little bit younger than mine, but yeah, they were kind of laughing and joking. It was lovely actually, because I'm missing the boys now. I'm looking forward to getting back and seeing them. But yeah, it was lovely listening to them kind of laughing and joking, and the family kind of said they were doing it for my benefit. They were acting up to the crowd, if you like, and it was funny. They were great family. I forget the girls' names, but Kevin Hanratty did a quite amazing deed last night, which really kind of made my heart melt actually. After they left, they paid for my food. We chatted about what I was doing and everything, and then without saying anything, about 5-10 minutes after they left, the waiter came over and gave me my receipt and said the family had paid. So Kevin, if you ever see this, that was just amazing. I really appreciated that, and made my heart melt, made me bubble up a little bit. So yeah, I'll be paying that forward, that's for sure, in some way or another over the next few days. I'll find a way to pay that forward. But today the forecast is for a lot more rain. Unfortunately, a day of rain. I woke up this morning, had a little bit of a lie, and I've got to be honest, it's nearly 9 o'clock, but it was raining when I woke up, so I thought I'm just going to sit it out and hopefully I'll get a gap at some point when I can get the tent put away. And it did. It's calmed down, although now it has started raining a little bit again. So I'm going to be passing through. I'm at the 111 mile marker, I think it is at this point. I'm going to be passing through Richmond today, which is a much bigger sort of town. I think I might need to take this pass, so I'll have to check them out. it's a much bigger town. So I'm passing through that. I was originally going to stop there, but I've realised it would mean I'd only be doing about 10 miles today, which I've made up so much so far. I just want to push on just in case something happens which slows me down. So I'm just gonna push on through Richmond. I'm gonna see where I kind of end up. It doesn't look like there's many places to stop. That's the only problem. It's definitely going to be a wild camp tonight, which I hope is more successful. Jesus, the bags are real. Yeah, so thanks very much for following along. If you are, although a lot of these I've not been able to get out because of signal. Right, I've got to work out whether this is the path I need to take now. So I will catch up with you guys in a bit. I've not really checked in today, but it's turned out to be what could potentially be the penultimate day. It's Saturday. I just thought I'd show you what I have to deal with in the evenings. My feet, it's not looking great. They look pretty bad. I'm not even sure what's going on. I'm not even sure what's going on anymore. The worst thing is I seem to have a sack of fluid underneath what was this. Yeah. Yeah. So I did over 30 miles today. God knows what that is coming out of my toenails. I did over 30 miles today. I've got another 29 miles to do tomorrow to hopefully finish. But yeah, as you can see, they look pretty brutal. So one more last push tomorrow. Sorry to give you a whole video of looking at my feet, but I can't turn you around. Right, it's I think it's about 11:30 at night. I finished about 10:30, but I managed to get a sandwich. So night. I'm up at 5 in the morning. I think between 4 and 5 to get my final 12 hours in, because I've got to be picked up at 4. Night. Well, it's a final morning. At least to say, I feel like, yeah, not great. I've had conjunctivitis in one of my eyes. My feet are just, oh my god. I tried to video it last night, but I think I'm not even going to attempt to go near those things again until I get home. I basically realised yesterday morning that I had 60 miles left to go, and supposedly they were going to be a bit easier, so I decided to push on. I met a guy called Gordon, and Gordon, if you see this, you are a legend. We realised quite early on that we were both walking at the same pace. I think we've both got a bit of a competitive streak to us, so we decided, that we were going to walk together. He wasn't going to be able to make it to this point, but had a B&B booked, and when I said I was coming to here, I think he realised that maybe we could do it together. So we pushed on, and I think we pushed each other on a fair bit throughout one point or another throughout the day, which got us here. So Gordon, massive thumbs up to you, mate. Thank you. And he bought me a pint, so cheers, buddy. 29 miles left to go. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this because my feet are absolutely killing this morning already. So I'm going to have to bam some painkillers and crack on with it. But probably ain't going to be much checking in today. It's just going to be getting there. So I will check in when I get there. It's going to be tight as well. I've got to get there before 4 PM. Based upon yesterday's kind of numbers, it took, I think it was like 11 hours. So yeah, I have got to go. Anyway, nearly there. Let's do this. So, there you go. I'm fine. I'm tired. It's 6 days. 6 days, 191 miles. and here I am down on the coast. I made it. I've thrown my stones in. The stones are done. Yeah, can't quite believe it. I'm in quite a lot of pain. It's been really painful. The last few miles have been really painful, and yeah, I'm done. My transfer is going to be here any minute. I've only just made it, so thanks to everybody who donated and sponsored me. I really appreciate all the support. It's really good of everybody. I think for about 1,500 quid, which is, you know, fantastic. So thanks again to everybody. I've got to go. I will speak to you all in due course. I can't believe it's done. Amazing.